Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner-builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this application here. So first of all, we're going to go into the overall dimensions. So overall dimensions I have here, I have from this wall here to the inside edge of this section here at 15 foot. And then I have from the inside wall here to this pillar here, I'll call it, at 12 feet, and then there's an extra 12 inches over here, but I don't think this is going to be occupied space, so we're going to really deal with the 12-foot section there. You can see that we are at 10 feet off the finished floor, and there is some information I received. I think it was 45 inches from the edge of the wall to the fan, but I didn't get the true fan diameter, so I have it at 4'7" I believe. Let's see, yeah, 4'7", and then they also mentioned that this should be here at the 45 inches as well. However, you know, we're beyond that with this mark here, so I'm not 100% certain of that portion of it, but I do have it centered within the patio structure itself, and then centered within this span over here. I kind of made this wall a little bit visible, or see-through, I should say, so we can kind of see some of the details of the recommendation I'll be making. So number one, I'm going to show one thing that the client had asked about, and that was to place some units on the wall over here, because they're concerned about the weight of the heater to be placed on the ceiling. And so I'm going to go ahead and kind of show why I don't recommend this. This is a slimline unit. I have this placed on the wall, and with a slimline unit, when you place it on a wall, the bracket only allows for the unit, this is say that you're pointing it straight out and then you dropped it down a certain degree. The maximum degree that you can turn it down is 45 degrees. You can keep the clearance above the heater from here to the ceiling at 6 inches, and as long as you go to a maximum of 45 degrees, you could place it on the wall like this. But let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat, and you can see here that the footprint of heat is mainly coming out, you know, you're not really heating up the main seating area of the patio itself, so I wouldn't recommend this being the best application. I have had several people mount the heaters like this before, and they all mention that they are not receiving heat on, you know, close to the wall itself. So this is not one of my recommendations. So let's go ahead and look at a possible another option. Now you can see I only placed one unit in here, and that's just because of the fact that I don't really consider this as being the best application for this job. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this section here just so you can kind of see, you know, what that coverage might be. But again, you know, over here you're not receiving that well of a coverage. So, and you know, this distance here that you're going, the maximum distance for the optimum amount of heat is, you know, not close enough to these chairs here as well. So again, this is not one of my favorite applications. So let's go ahead and turn that one off and look at a different option, which would be the 6,000 watt, or you can go with the 5,200 watt unit and place it on the wall again. But the difference on this one is when you place a CD model or a C series model on a wall and then angle it at 30 degrees, so this is out, let's go from here straight down 30 degrees up, you need to maintain a clearance of 12 inches. So this would be okay. Again, I have 2 of these units here. Now, I would probably go with the 5200 watt unit, based off of what I'm seeing here. The long overlapping ray here is very intense, so it wouldn't be my ideal recommendation for this position. I would go with a 5200, which is 48 inches long, as opposed to the 61-inch long estimated, or 61 and an eighth inch, I think is what it truly is. Yeah, you need to make sure you maintain that 18 inches of clearance on the ends of the heater to any combustible surface. So from here to that wall section, if that is a combustible surface. Let's go ahead and just turn that on again so you can see this. But we need that 18 inches from this edge here to this edge here, and then 18 inches from this edge here to this edge here. But again, this is not one of my preferred applications. I think this would be my second preferred application, but a 5200 watt unit. Let's see if there's anything else, looking at those dimensions. And again, with a wall mount like this on a C-series, that should not be an issue with regards to hitting the fan, so we should be okay. The other thing too is I believe these are French doors that swing into the structure as opposed to outside of the structure. But if they did swing outside of the structure, then you might have an issue with regards to this clearance area being not met. So we're going to talk about that again here in just a minute. So let's go ahead and turn off that and turn off this here, and I'm going to go right into my last recommendation, which is my favorite, and that is the use of 2 of the CD 5200s. These are 48 inches long. They weigh an estimated amount of about 16 pounds. So I would assume that, with a wooden ceiling and using, the proper bolts to go into the ceiling itself, 16 pounds is not that heavy for an application. I would imagine the fan is just as heavy as something like that. But you get a very nice crossover ray here. I'm going to again turn this off. So let's see what that looks like here. But you get a very nice crossover ray. You get a uniform amount of heat through this 12-foot section part of the seating positions. And yeah, this is actually one of my favorites. So if you could do something like this, let's go ahead and look at the distance I have here. So I have 8 foot center to center on the heater itself. But again, I'm not knowing that fan diameter. If we went back into that, you can see that I'm penetrating into that, so I'm not sure, again, that true diameter, 4'7". I think it's a little bit smaller, so I'm hoping this is going to be something that would work. But you need 18 inches of clearance here, so if that door swung out, that would be an issue. We want to, verify that it does actually swing into the structure. And I think that's about it as far as, any other clearance issues. But again, we need to kind of confirm this fan diameter. But that shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, this would be one of my preferred applications if we can physically mount them here on the ceiling. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. And please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise, we're not monetized. YouTube does not support our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day.